What do you do when you're a planner and the guy you're seeing isn't? How do you communicate to your ex that even though you want to be friends, you're going to need some space first? And how do you tell a guy that you're not up for something casual before you go on the first date? Welcome to Ask Mark. It's week number 57. I'm here with beautiful Jermia, and we are at... Holy wow, gorgeous Venice Beach. The place is incredible. Yeah. I love it. Live from California, Ask Mark. Well, live for us.
We're alive in California
Not
at this moment.
For you when you watch the video. Let's get on to some questions, shall we? First question is from I'm Stacey with her amazing Neverhood avatar. She says, great video once again, Mark. Thank you. Could you please make a video about how to deal with a dating scenario where a man is not planning dates ahead and just says goodbye, good night at the end of the date? It kills me when they do that. I'm a planner and I don't like uncertainty, but the majority of men I dated don't like planning ahead. And I said, is he letting you know later in the week or not lifting a finger? And she said, he either lets me know right before the weekend or doesn't lift a finger at all until I contact him and start giving him blunt hints that I would be up for another date. I love it when they start planning the next date on the date or in the middle of the date or at the end, plus continue to do so in the future. I know this happens naturally when a guy is into me, but sometimes some guys just don't like to plan ahead regardless of their level of attraction. This is a great question. I love this question. There's a couple of elements you've explored here, Stacey. So there's kind of two things we're thinking. Jermia, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, so at first you kind of need to establish whether or not this guy is just a poor planner or he is a little bit disinterested.
Or a lot disinterested.
Yeah. So it depends if he's, initiating contact during the week, like he is still talking to you regularly and it's, a shared amount that like if you're contacting him just as much as he's contacting you, or if it's always you consistently initiating and then it is, towards the end of the week when you're finally like, come on, like what are we doing? And that's when he's like, oh, like I haven't made any other plans, so cool, I'll jump in. That's completely different to a guy who is, initiating halfway, like, kind of matching your investment level and is just not good at planning and will still talk to you. And then finally when he's able to, kind of be like, all right, cool, let's commit to something.
Yeah.
So
is there emotional momentum there throughout the week and he's just a bad planner? Or is there nothing there throughout the week and he only plans stuff at the weekend last minute when you contact him? Yeah. Two totally different scenarios. So the second scenario is easier to deal with where he's not that into you and you kind of know what to do there. But in the first scenario, planning, what do you do or how do you assess it when a guy is genuinely into you, but much like myself, tends to do things last minute, even with people that we know we need to see, tends to get organised last minute versus someone like Stacey who's a planner?
Yeah. Well, what you want to be doing is trying to meet each other halfway, if that's possible. You need to assess how kind of big the gap is. If you're like planning kind of months in ahead and he's planning like day before, there's going to be a bit of an incompatibility that it's probably not going to be something that you're able to really work through. But if the gap isn't too much and he's willing to meet you halfway, you're willing to meet him halfway, there's definitely something you can address working through.
Yeah, that's where you can have the conversation, assuming it's not too far. Hey, we obviously like each other. I'm a bit of a planner. I know you like to be a bit more spontaneous. Can we meet in the middle? I'll be a bit less, I'll try to be a bit less planning with you and maybe you be a bit more planning with me. If the emotional momentum is there, you can have that conversation just fine.
Yeah.
You will have to watch your expectations, Stacey. Certainly planning the next date on the current date is... It's not going to be compatible for a lot of guys, so you will have to meet some guys in the middle. Now, the other thing you can do is you can teach the guy what you will and won't accept in your life by basically showing your standards with your actions. i.e., he says, I can't prepare this early in the week. You say, that's cool. You book out your weekend.
Yeah.
And then when he says on Friday...
It's like, well, sorry, I'm busy. Like,
sorry,
you didn't give me any dates.
If the guy's really into you, he's going to learn his lesson from that.
And he's like, oh, wait, I want to hang out with this girl. She's busy. I'm going to try and make times and get in there earlier.
I'm a bit planner now.
Yeah, I plan stuff. Good.
Yeah. All right, beautiful. Next one is from Jen. And Jen says, hi, Mark. I'm so glad to have found you and all of your videos are great.
Oh.
They have really helped me change myself, within myself. And over the last week, I've had an ex that I really do still love. But the fact is, since we split, I've made great mistakes really by just staying friends with him. And now we're like friends with benefits. We both said at first we would not go down that road. But it happened, which I know I never should have looking at the videos you do. He probably does not respect me anymore. And he's the one that always stayed in touch with me and not let me go. There's been many times where I've told him enough is enough in the first place, and he believed that I would walk away completely. But I guess he does not now because I've never stuck with it. Though this is really common, Jen, really common. But I think it would be best if we were not to be in touch for some time. I think I agree, Jen. So how would I go about just saying to him that I really want some space, so no spending time together or talking without telling him to fuck off and basically being a rude bitch. Don't get me wrong, I still want to walk away, but it would not be easy. Please help me.
It is a really hard situation. Obviously you guys are still on relatively good terms if you're still kind of sleeping together. So it's just a conversation that you're going to have with him, as hard as it is. You just have to kind of say, look, I know this is hard, but like I need to take some time for myself just to, you know, clear my head of all this kind of stuff and, you know, have time to get over you. And because I don't think this is healthy for either of us. And, you know, I'd really love if you could support me in that by not reaching out to me while I kind of get over you.
Come in, be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Ask for his help. Hey, I'm struggling right now. As Jermia said, I need this space. I need to get over you. I need for you to not contact me for a while.
It doesn't have to be the end either. Like you can still have a really nice kind of friendly, mutual parting, and then eventually when you're both over each other and living your lives, you can still be friendly and amicable. Like it doesn't have to be on bad terms at all.
Great question. Love it. Again, great questions at the moment. We've got Julia, it's the last question for today. Julia says, I finally asked an old friend that I met online over 2 years ago to meet up in March. Both have been busy with work and live 3 hours from each other, and his first response was so positive. This will be our first time meeting. We unfortunately had so many things going on for us in the past, that when one was busy, the other wasn't, etc., vice versa. But I want to make it clear to him that I'm not wanting to have sex and just hang out, as I rather intimacy with someone I deeply care about. How should I tell him?
Yeah. We have a great video on this one, and you know how to tell him that you're not going to have sex with him. So have a check out of that video that we've got on the channel already.
Yeah.
The easiest way to do it is to keep it playful and kind of light. That way you don't feel bad. He kind of gets the message, and he still sees you as a high value woman.
Yeah, you can search how to tell a guy you're not having sex with him. We'll be right up the top there. And that's for the ends of dates?
Yeah.
Now
that's when you're already on the date.
You've
spent the day with him. But I have a feeling you may want to tell him before you get there. That way you don't have to worry about it while you're on the actual date itself. You can super easily just send him a message, like say the day before. Just say, hey, like really looking forward to tomorrow. Just FYI, I'm not into like the casual thing. So if you're still happy to meet up, that'd be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to the date. Yeah,
fantastic text. I really have nothing to add to that. The guy's going to get the message with that, and if he meets up with you, he's basically agreeing to those terms. If you don't get time to send that text, as Jermia says, you can do the playful approach at the end of the date. If he asks you home, you can also do the serious approach. You can say, hey, look, I've loved tonight. Not really looking for something casual. But if you do want to meet again and get to know each other, you know, I'd love to do that. Obviously, the other thing as well, make sure if you are looking for something non-casual and you want to build towards something, don't make the first date at home. Make sure you meet somewhere in public so you can then go to those playful or more serious lines at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for watching. Hey, don't forget to join the Facebook group. Jermia is in there. Brett is in there. My amazing master coaches. I'm in there too when I'm not spending time answering the comments on here. Yeah. We got a whole community going in there. It's amazing. You guys are doing the most amazing job in there. So yeah, these guys are great. Don't forget to hit that like button on the video, the big red subscribe button with the little bell as well, so you get the notifications. Leave your comment, question below. We'll answer it in the next few weeks. And thank you again. We'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.